If I had to define my cleft journey in one word with regards to beauty, it would be process. So, what it started out as is not what it is today. And it's been an evolution over time. It's something that's not been linear, but it has progressed and grown over time. My opinion on the beauty community, including the individuality of cleft representation, is that it is absolutely essential. Um, there's huge power in seeing more faces. And I feel so strongly about this because I know the weight that it felt as a young girl growing up and not seeing that representation. And the way that messaging landed on me was that I felt like perhaps something was wrong with having a cleft lip, and that was why it wasn't featured in any format, a beauty format or media, or that it wasn't in fact beautiful. So I can pretty confidently say that if that had been there, that it could have changed my entire outlook and perspective. So the way to promote Cleft entering the beauty chat and bringing that individuality out is to get more, share, 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 and post, post, post. We need to get loud about our individuality, which will ultimately shine bright and be beautiful. And if you are currently in a moment where you are not confident about sharing your own journey, you can get loud about supporting others that are in that moment and sharing until you get comfortable with sharing your own journey. Self acceptance within the clef and beauty communities together means setting your own beauty standard and refusing to adhere to what's already out there. What is more beautiful than someone walking a path that has never been done before and bringing their own take and own spin on it, and by doing so, representing an entire community? So for me, I think that self acceptance is strength and bravery. There absolutely have been obstacles and challenges when embracing my clef. I would be lying to you if I sat here today and said that everything's been super easy and it was a cakewalk. Particularly growing up, I think we all have bullying stories, but the truth is that these things get said to me even today, and not just on the internet. They get said in person. So I've had some rough moments, more so when I was more affected as a little girl. But I just try to remind myself that no successful and happy person would waste 1 second on taking the energy it takes to put hatred or mean comments towards someone else. And when you reframe your mind to think that way, it just lets it pass through a little bit quicker and you can just put your shoulders back and continue forward. So, strategies that I've used to boost my confidence, I absolutely worked on the inside first. When I first did an intel on myself and characteristics that I wanted to fix on the inside so that that would impact the way I was making others feel, that's where I started. And then I had confidence in the person that I was, the friend that I was. I had confidence in the daughter that I was, in the leader in my community that I was. And then after that, I started working on the outer shell. And to be fully transparent, I've really loved embracing beauty treatments and techniques, particularly around my cleft. I have lasered my cleft scars and I do get some filler, and I've done some outpatient beauty surgeries on my upper lip that have really allowed me to look in the mirror and feel great and confident. And where that's been a huge, powerful tool for me is that I do not believe any hate or troll comments that I receive. And so they do not affect me. If I was going to share a message with the Cleft community, those that are particularly struggling with confidence and self image, it would be to take a deep breath and realize that this is not a linear process or path. And then also that if you're struggling with self image and self confidence, this is something that people without clefts are struggling with as well. So for me, there was a lot of power when I removed feelings that I had being because of my cleft and realizing that I'm just a 36-year-old woman growing up in today's world and life and navigating that. And so I could relate to more people and connect to more people that way. And it let the heaviness of that would maybe weigh me down for a little bit longer time around my cleft. It allowed that to kind of push through quicker and also then embrace my cleft. So my favorite beauty tip right now that's associated with my cleft is one that I recently saw on TikTok, and now I've been doing it every day since. It involves a lip liner and lifting your lip with a lip liner. So I didn't know that you are supposed to draw your top lip from the bottom up, and that lifts your lip up. Whereas when you draw your lip liner from the top down, it drags your lip down. And I think that this is special for the cleft community because we typically struggle with the fullness and the symmetry in our top lips. So this just allows for that extra lift and volume, and I love it.